This is what happens when you work in your house. You get this. Your computer dies and your dog decides it wants to stay in the room with you. My dog's name is Alucard. He's an old, cranky, angry dog. Just like his master. Yeah, that's right, buddy. I'm an angry dude. But we go on. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. Welcome to the Sound of Coffee. My name is Thomas Bishop. And I look good. I look better than some of you. Don't be mad. Don't be hating. Anyway. This show is brought to you by Glitterwix. Go to glitterwix.com. Pick up the hottest, freshest, newest scent on these streets. It is called Villainous and inspired by Thomas the Villain Bishop. That would be moi. This morning I decided to have some iced coffee because after Trump's speech, it's a cold, cold world. It's a cold world. That a felony, a man with felonies is now the Republican nominee. Officially the Republican nominee. So black on black, my balls. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people do not want me to say that, but I'm sorry. I don't want to hear anything. I don't care anymore. If y'all can, black on black crime should be evaporated out of your mouth like you have little Thanoses on your tongue. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, I'm so serious about that. I'm not making that up. If you can nominate a felon, then black on black crime in Chicago. Well, in Milwaukee, y'all nominated a damn felon for your presidential nominee. Kiss my arse. So I decided to have me a little bit of Starbucks French Roast Dark over ice. Because I'm cold. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that was me, y'all. That was me. My bad. Oh, for the love of Pete. I don't know why this is playing. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what's going on. That was me. I was trying to do something. I did the most for the least. Y'all get mad at me in the morning. Anyway. So Hulk Hogan got out of his racist hole to tear off his shirt and reveal a Trump. Hey, Hulk Hogan, I never liked you. Let me make that clear. Hey, Hulk Hogan, I was never a fan of your steroid ass. I just wasn't. I'm sorry. I was not like them little goofy white kids that, I'm a real American. Listen, I grew up in the projects, bro. You can't get any more real American than that. My upbringing sounded an awful lot like, I don't know, Inner City Blues by Marvin Gaye. So, hey, Hulk Hogan, I was never a fan of your punk ass. Not once. Not never. That's not me being that's not me lying. That's not me making jokes. I was never a fan of Hulk Hogan. I was more of a Bret Hart fan. Yeah. I'm serious. I'm not making this up. I was more of a Randy Savage fan. Because, Savage could wrestle. Like, to bring that decrepit, balding piece of shit on the stage last night moved absolutely nothing. Not a damn thing. I was never... Of course Kid Rock was there. Because anywhere skank, stank, politics is, Kid Rock will be there. Kid Rock is the definition of stank, skank politics. He is. Sorry. Said what I said. Ain't taking it back. I don't care. Kid Rock is literally the living, breathing definition of what would happen if we allowed a venereal disease to have a vote. Could y'all imagine gonorrhea with shoes on? Could you imagine syphilis with a microphone? It's Kid Rock. Like seriously, looking at Kid Rock should require you to take a tetanus shot. Like, I'm just saying, could you imagine, just looking at that man should require you to take a tetanus shot. Like, yo, man, I saw a picture of Kid Rock. I got to go down to the health department. Why? I need to get that tetanus shot, bro. I don't know. But I just want this to be abundantly clear. Hey, Donald Trump, you didn't move shit by bringing on Hulk Hogan. This is the same Hulk Hogan. Well, of course, Linda McMahon was there. But you know who wasn't? Vince! Trump didn't want that in the room. Can't have two old guys that like to do poo-poo things to girls in the same room. But this is how bad of a human being Hulk Hogan is. Hulk Hogan is the sort of friend that will sleep with your wife. Is anybody shocked by this? Is anybody shocked by this? Man, Hulk Hogan slept with my wife. Of course he did. Of course he did. Look at him. He had to put his real America in somebody. Come on, dog. And Trump said, yeah, this is the one. This is going to move all the wrestling fans. Not this one. Not this one. That moved absolutely jank. I'm not, the hell I look like rooting for Hulk Hogan. Then he tears his shirt off to reveal a Trump shirt. When I see them took a shot at my hero. Your hero comes in a needle. There, I said it. I'm not taking it the F back. Hulk Hogan's best friend is them firing them roids, okay? Hulk Hogan's absolute best friend is them firing them roids. I don't want to, listen, you move nothing over there, Donald. Donald, hey, yo, Donald. I wasn't moved, I don't care. So F Hulk Hogan as a staff record label in the MF crew. Nothing was moved by that. Not a damn thing. Of course, Hulk Hogan, in the same time he was sleeping with Bubba the Love Sponge's wife, Hulk Hogan decided to reveal that, yeah, you know, I don't like black people. Oh, I'm sorry. N-words. The coffee is cold, but these takes is hot. I just want y'all to know that. Roster and the black to Bobby Lashley. They was like, man, if you don't get your ass up out of here, bro, like, come on, man. I ain't trying to hear this. Come on, man. You moving nothing over here, Junior. You moving nothing over here. As well they should. As well they should. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gets hot for freaking Hulk Hogan? Ain't nobody trying. Come on, man. Come on, man. Gonna tear off his damn shirt with them bloodshot ass eyes. When I saw that lady took a shot at my hero. If you don't get your monkey ass out of the damn room, how Sway? How is Donald Trump your hero? Donald Trump ain't. Well, I guess that's true because neither one of them have thrown a punch in anger. Hulk Hogan used to throw them fake ones. And Donald Trump ain't never thrown one. But when I saw that they took a shot at my hero, you don't put your damn shirt on. Come on. You got senior citizen. Oh, look, that's me doing the same thing. Wow, I'm sorry. We're gonna talk about that crowd. So if you sensitive, listen. I'm gonna need you not to watch this because I'm finna go in. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm on my Lil Wayne when it comes to that. But Hulk Hogan speaks talking about his hero. Put your damn shirt on, flabby arm bastard. The fact that Hulk Hogan is still ripping off his shirt like this in 2024 is ridiculous. In 1984, it might have looked cool. That was his thing. Your old ass is still doing it now. Y'all ever see that old cat that used to break dance and he was like the coolest kid in the neighborhood? But but now he's in his 60s. He's still out there trying to break. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some break dancers that they stay in shape and because they break dance, and they break dance because they stay in shape. You know what I mean? Hulk Hogan is not one of those people. Hulk Hogan is not one of them people to be up here trying to tear off shirts and being impressive. And ain't nobody impressed, bruh. Ain't nobody impressed. There's not and I work out in the yard. Like, I cut grass and move plants and bushes and climb up on ladders to put boxes and stuff up. I can tear my shirt off. I choose not to. I like my shirts. So the fact that that dried up racist prune was up there, actually, I don't know if prune is the right word. That old dried up racist zucchini was up there ripping off shirts talking about my hero. I'm telling y'all right now, Hulk Hogan ain't moving nothing over here, Junior. Nada. Nobody gives a damn. But then again, Donald Trump really truly wants us to feel bad for his glassonation attempt. And I'm telling y'all why I'm saying this. Again, the views expressed on this show are not the views of the management of GCPR. The fact that some of Donald Trump's supporters are walking around with little white bandages on their right ear shows me that if y'all not going to take it seriously, neither am I. Again, the coffee is cold, but these takes is hot. So let me say this one more again. The very moment the people in Milwaukee in the Pfizer Arena started walking around with white bandages and shit on their right ear was the moment I no longer took this seriously. He can sit up and talk about, oh, well, I saw my life flash before my eyes, not fast enough. I'm sorry. If you ain't taking it seriously, neither am I. If you're not going to take it seriously, why should I? Why am I required to take it seriously if you ain't? Like, could you imagine Kennedy supporters, during the election of, I don't know, Lyndon Johnson, if they had wore bandages on the back of their on the side of their heads? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine if Reagan supporters had walked around with their shirt open with a patch over their chest? You would have been rightfully disgusted. You'd have been like, you heinous pieces of shit. How are you not taking it seriously? What are you doing? But nope. Donald Trump supporters walk around here with tampon. I saw this. I think I told my niece this. It was either my niece or my wife. I couldn't figure out which one. I saw a woman with a whole ass folded up maxi pad on her right ear. At that point, I was like, nah. I'm talking about a maxi pad with wings. Wings, people. Wings. Folded up, right up on her right ear. Her whole ass right ear, because again, it's a maxi pad. She folded it, then folded it, put it on her ear. I think one of the wings was what she used to attach it to her right ear. At that point, I said, if you ain't taking this seriously, neither am I. So I'm not, listen, and the mainstream media can kiss all of my ass. Pucker up. The mainstream media can kiss all my ass. If you think I'm about to sit here and feel sorry for that man, for a guy missing, I'm good. I'm like Joe Budden. I swear, if that's love, I'm good. I ain't playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all, man. I'm not. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. The moment I saw that, and here's the crazy part. The father, and I got to read this story. I got to read this story because it's heartbreaking. Because everything this man is saying is absolutely true. You know what I mean? like it's absolutely true. Father of Parkland shooting victim says he's infuriated by fake ear bandages at RNC. Okay, this is the father of a 14-year-old who was killed in the 2018 Parkland shooting thinks Republican National Convention attendees' fake ear bandages are disrespectful to people who were actually injured in last week's assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. The image infuriates me in ways that I cannot express deeply enough, Fred Gutenberg wrote in a social media post Thursday, alongside a picture of 3 people at the RNC in Milwaukee with what appears to be napkins covering their right ears. No, they had napkins covering their right ears. Not appears to be. You can see it. If you go, just type it in. If anybody thinks I'm making this up, go type it in. Because it's there. It's right there. You can see it. And you want me to, anyway. Attendees of the quadrennial Republican gathering have been attaching napkins to their heads to mimic the bandage worn by Trump, who said his ear was pierced by a bullet at Saturday's campaign rally in Pennsylvania. Quote, "My daughter, while running into a stairwell at her school for safety, was unlucky by 1 second," Gutenberg said. Trump was lucky by 1 second. To mock my loss from AR-15 gun violence is disgusting beyond measure. That is a father who has lost a child in a mass shooting. And you bitches is out here with napkins on the side of your head and tampons and you want and the mainstream media wants me to feel bad. Why? They don't. They don't. Why exactly? Why exactly am I required to have more decorum than these punk ass people? Why? So as of yesterday, and see, mind you, I saw that. And I thought, nah, ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, bro. I saw it and I said, no. I said, there's no way they're doing this. And then I saw more pictures and more pictures. I sound like Kendrick Lamar. I think you should see more pictures and more pictures and more pictures. And the mainstream media is still out here. We gotta show decorum. What happened to decorum? It went out when they started putting tampons on the side of their head. I'm good. It's a wrap. So now everything I wanted to say on Saturday, now I'm saying now. Because again, y'all ain't going to take it seriously. Why should I? Why? Why am I required to take it seriously when you don't? So when I have no empirical proof, but then again, they have no empirical proof that this guy was, whatever. Since the GOP can pretend like this guy was some radical leftist who was wearing glittery Biden-Harris shoes and a rainbow flag draws, and even though he was a registered Republican, if they can continue to make up narratives that don't make no damn sense, then I'm making up one that don't make no damn sense. Ned and Bob, the teleprompters, tried to kill Donald Trump. There, I said it. It was actually Bob that did it. Because Ned was trying to talk Bob off the ledge. Bob was like, man, I'm sick of this. He never reads us, man. He never reads us. Every time he turn around, he never reads us. Never. We got words. We got it. Hey, man, calm down, man. It's a good job, man. Come on, we getting paid for this, bro. Come on, don't snap. Nah, man. I'm done. I'm done, son. I ain't playing no more. He don't want to play. He don't want to listen to me. He don't want to read me. Then he ain't going to read nothing. Ping, pong, psh. There. These jokes is coming. I ain't taking them seriously no more. I'm not. Why? They're not taking it seriously. They're not taking it seriously. Walk around here with maxi pads and napkins and biscuit holders and bull on their damn head. You want me to find my better angels when the people in the RNC didn't find theirs? Nah, son. So Donald Trump can sit up and talk about this harrowing story of almost getting popped. I don't care. I don't care. Listen, shout out to YG. I go to that. Oh, he almost got popped. F Donald Trump. Yeah, F Donald Trump. F Donald Trump. Yeah, listen, you ain't taking it seriously? You out here selling shoes and shit. Nah, I'm good. You listen, if somebody tried to assassinate me, if I go out to my car or my truck and somebody tries to take a shot at me, I'm gonna take it seriously. Yo, I'm gonna take it real seriously. Like, hey babe, I'm gonna tell the wife and kids, I'm gonna need y'all to stay in the house for a couple of days, or this, that, and the third. Somebody tried to shoot at me. So it's time for us to let me figure out what I'm doing wrong so that we don't do it again. Because I don't want to put my family at risk and things of that nature. I'm a father and a grandfather. Okay, I love my grandkids. Love them. Y'all see my grandson coming here, giving me hugs during the show. So y'all know I love my grandkids, right? I love my nieces. I love my nephews. I like living. Okay. You take a shot at me, I'm gonna take that seriously. Yeah, I'm gonna take that a little bit seriously. I'm gonna need to reassess some things. Some things gonna need to be done for me to take a reassessment, because obviously whatever the hell I'm doing is getting me shot at, and I don't need to do that. Man's up here with his supporters walk around here with maxi pads on the side of their head. Again, I'm telling y'all, that maxi pad one, I think the maxi pad one was the one that really kind of set me off. Like the little napkins, I was like, all right, that's stupid. That's just dumb. When I saw that maxi pad, I said, all right, look, I was like that rap song in the 80s. Not gonna be able to do it. Listen. Can you do that? Not gonna be able to do it. No, absolutely not. No. And now we have reached a point where Donald Trump is telling this harrowing story about how he got missed. And I'm supposed to feel sympathy? Not here, partner. So the mainstream media can go ahead and run with that all you want. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Nope. That's a no-go with this station, Ghost Rider. If you could bring out Hulk Hogan and then talk about your harrowing experience, almost, getting grazed by a bullet, I'm good, dog. Now I get to start asking questions like, was it really, is it AR-15 an M4 in the United States military parlance? I've seen what those things do. I've seen the hole. I have seen the hole. And you mean to tell me your ear got clipped? You shouldn't have an ear. Shout out to Razzcash. Y'all know what I'm about to do, right? Y'all know what I'm about to do, right? Van Gogh. Van Gogh. Van Gogh. But you don't hear me, though. You're too near me not to hear me clearly. Cut off my ears severely. If you had an AR-15, pop at the side of your head, and all it hit was your ear, you shouldn't have an ear. Just shouldn't. Like, oops. Whoopsie. The man started selling t-shirts that day of the Never Surrender. I said, oh, it's about to get bad. The grift is grifting. Like, you can hear the grift machine when he went down. You knew the grift machine was going. I wouldn't be surprised if them Secret Service agents went down there like, okay, do you want to sell this on t-shirts first? Or do you want to sell it? Again, listen, exactly. Thank you, Keisha. He gonna drag this out till the wheels fall off. Yes, at the next debate, he will be talking about the assassination attempt. There's a cat on TikTok named Nemo who is one of the funniest people. Like, so the night this, the night this happened, right? The night this happened. Mishi, who is another TikTok person and good friend, former Republican, who is now like completely against Donald Trump, right? She had a live where we were talking about this. And she was like, we were talking about it, and Nemo said, this is what Donald Trump is going to sound like at the next debate. I'm thinking he's just going to pull out, like, I didn't know what he was going to pull out. I didn't think he was going to pull out what he pulled out. He pulled out Palpatine at the Revenge of the Sith after he got messed up.
The assassination attempt on my life has left me scarred.
That's what Donald Trump's going to sound like. You know, the assassination attempt on my life left me scarred and deformed, but my resolve's hurt. You know what I mean? It's tremendous. How come the bullet wasn't tremendous, Donald? Everything else is. Everything else was tremendous. How come that bullet wound isn't tremendous? You ain't gonna take it seriously? Neither am I. And the media can kiss 3/5 of my melanated ass if they think I'm ever going to play nice with this. That man got $250 tennis shoes out there, featuring his picture of "Never Surrender." A man that ain't never thrown a punch in anger in his entire damn life. Wouldn't crack an egg if it meant making an omelet. You out your damn mind. You want me to be nice. Nah. That ship has sailed. You out of your mind. And you can pull Hulk Hogan up there ripping off 16 different shirts like his ass is still, come on, man. Age in the cage ass. Like, that whole scene just galvanized how I feel right now. But it also galvanized me to say this. Democrats, if y'all don't get y'all ass in this damn game, you're gonna lose. See, I make videos and then I have a radio show, so I get a chance to talk about what I make videos about. Let me explain something to you. Hey, Democrats, y'all set this up. This was your handwriting. Every time we wanted y'all to go further to the left, you wouldn't. Every time we told y'all to listen to more progressive voices, you wouldn't. Every time the young people told you exactly what they needed and how hard their lives are, you did not listen. Y'all were out here literally saying the only person that can stop Trump is Joe Biden. And we agreed. That's why we voted for him. That's why we voted for him. Y'all would not listen anytime anybody told you the key to galvanizing the youth is by listening to them. You did not listen. You kept going full steam ahead with your old ass ideals. And we got Joe Biden elected. Okay? We got him elected. And he has done more substantive things in the White House than any president in a very long time. And that includes Barack Obama. Okay? But he has one bad debate. One bad debate. And the people at the top, the people who told us, this is it, you ain't getting nothing else. When we kept screaming, "Mama, I want McDonald's," y'all kept saying, "We got McDonald's at home." It was Joe Biden. And he has one bad debate while he's sick. And you punk asses is out here running around like scared booty meat. I'm going to need y'all to put your balls on. Put your balls on. Put them on. Put them on. Put them on. Because at this point, there is no other candidate. Y'all dried up the pipeline, remember? Remember? You had 4 women of color, which expanded. You had 4 women of color called the squad and you ridiculed them. 4 women of color, you ridiculed them. You did. You did not listen to them. Nancy Pelosi put her punk ass in Rolling Stone talking shit about him, which then in turn helped Donald Trump talk shit about him, and which in turn had Nancy Pelosi riding to the rescue. You're the one that started it. You know what I mean? There are dynamic young voices that want to be a part of the Democratic Party. You ignored them. You did. Your donor class did not want to go any further left because that will require them to pay more in taxes. They influenced you. Those hedge fund managers and Hollywood execs and lawyers and trial lawyers and crap like that. They influence you to not listen to your base. A base that consists of black women. Let me go ahead and start there. The ones that continually save your damn bacon election after election after election after election. Members of the LGBTQIA plus who are out there in full force for your candidates. You have liberals, not classic liberals, progressive liberals with progressive ideas that they are showing in cities and in counties and municipalities that can work. You have young men like the 2 young state congresspeople that were kicked out of the Tennessee the body state house. You have them. Did you listen to any of them? No, you didn't. You dried up the pipeline. The bridge is effed up now. So there is no more new dynamic people in the pipeline. Probably should fix that. Gavin Newsom is not the answer. Neither is Gretchen Whitmer. No. You wanted Joe Biden. You got Joe Biden. So stick with Joe Biden and shut up. Shut your monk ass up. This is what happens when you do not listen to the people on the ground. And now you're all afraid. Oh, we could lose. My problem is, had you actually been progressive, you wouldn't be in this situation. A guy like Joe Biden could feel like, 4 years is enough. I'm going to go ahead and go, and I'm going to let the new dynamic wing of the party take over. Somebody young with fresh ideas that veer you a little bit to the left. Ooh, boogie, boogie. We don't want to get any socialist policies. Why not? Why not? Is that a bad word? It's probably because you ran from it, just like you ran from the word liberal. Oh no, socialism. You mean like in Social Security? You ran from this. You ran from it. And now you're out here afraid. What are you afraid of? This is the game as you set it up. So now you back your man. If Joe Biden had got on that damn stage and had dementia and started breakdancing, y'all should have been like, that's my president. Yeah, that's my president. Because Donald Trump has been literally been pouring fecal matter into the ears of people for 8 damn years. And his people's like, that's my president. It's my president. Donald Trump talks about a choice between being electrocuted in an electric boat or being eaten by a shark. And these dumbasses are like, that's my president. He's so presidential. Donald Trump praises a fictional serial killer, Hannibal Lecter. That's my president. He's being presidential. His speech last night was so thin on policy you could see through it, but a whole lot of woe is me. He was the typical whiny bitch, and then people were cheering. Yeah, they shouldn't have convicted you on the stuff that you actually did. Yeah, 34 felonies. Yeah. You got Trump supporters out here wearing shirts that say real men wear diapers. It's not a fake. I'm not making it up. I swear to God, I'm not. That's a real shirt. They have managed to put diapers on with Donald Trump. Real men wear diapers. You're losing to this? How? 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 How are you losing to that? Real men wear diapers. Excuse me? Come on, say what? But y'all out here hand wringing. Oh, Joe Biden's old. He was old 4 years ago. He was old 8 years ago. We've known this. But y'all set it up this way. Because y'all did not want to y'all just did not want to get rid of the levers of power. We've got to stay in power. Our policies. You have senators dying in office. Who is your Gen X senator? Who is the Gen X Democratic senator? We're talking about my generation. Who is your Gen X senator? It's a simple question. Look at your senators. Who's the youngest? Who is the youngest Democratic senator? Anybody know? Anybody? Who? Who? Now it sound like, oh, the whole owl. Who? Who? Who is your youngest Gen X senator? You don't have one. You don't. Oh, well, Kamala Harris, yes. But she's the vice president of the United States. Now, I know a lot of people going to say, hey, that's a win for Gen X. No, it's not. No. No, it's not. A win for Gen X would be Kamala Harris as vice president and at least 2 Gen X senators. At least 2. You don't have them. Instead of shitting on the squad, maybe you should have listened to them. Now, are you always going to agree with your younger millennial and Gen X colleagues? No, you're not. You're not going to agree on things like the Middle East, the war in Ukraine. You're not. And that's okay. Because unlike the Republican Party, it shows that you actually have these debates amongst yourselves. It shows that you have ideas on both sides and that compromise is possible. But you didn't want that. You didn't want that. You got Jim Clyburn, who's like the godfather of South Carolina congressional politics, basically poo-pooing what young people in South Carolina want. Because I'm Jim Clyburn. Who are you? You had Nancy Pelosi. You got Steny Hoyer. All of them are not bringing any new dynamic ideas because they don't give a damn. When the House overwhelmingly passed the George Floyd Fairness in Policing Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, it went to the Senate. And Chuck Schumer literally said, there's no time to bring it to the floor for a vote. But you banned TikTok. And then you shoved it into some appropriations for money for Ukraine, another war in the Middle East and Palestine, which has gone spectacularly. You saw the divide between Jewish Americans and Muslim Americans. And rather than standing in the breach, you didn't. You let it happen. You cracked it. You demonized protest, which is something our First Amendment is supposed to cover. You insisted that everybody swear fealty to Joe Biden on some very Trumpish, Republican-esque mentality. But the moment he has a bad debate, now you want to abandon. No. I'm sorry, you don't do that. You don't get a chance to make the rules of this and then run because you're scared. You know what I mean? Like, you either back your man or you don't. And that's what I'm saying. Beto O'Rourke. Why is he not in the Senate? Oh, that's right. The Democrats thought, well, there's no beating Ted Cruz. Yes, it is. If you cannot beat the world's slowest werewolf, and that's what Ted Cruz is. Ted Cruz is the world's slowest werewolf. He's growing that stuff out and getting bigger, but he's not changing, so we can go ahead and hit him with this silver bullet and get it over with. But you set this up. And don't get me wrong. Joe Biden has been doing the job. Have I agreed with everything? Absolutely not. But then again, there was stuff Obama did that I didn't agree with. There's been shit that Bill Clinton has done that I'm not going to agree with until I'm dead. And then if there's such a thing as disagreeing with stuff that Bill Clinton did on the other side of the dirt, I'm going to do it there too. But this was your man. This dude. The one that you literally did not listen to a single other voice in your party about. You knew MAGA was going to run that idiot. You knew it. You knew if the heart attack hadn't taken Donald Trump, he was going to run for president again. And in 4 years, you didn't set anybody else up to take the mantle. There should have been a voice. There should have been a voice, a candidate, a person over that 4 years who Joe Biden could have looked and said, yeah, he's ready, or she's ready, or they're ready, whatever. So that when Joe Biden hits that 4 years, he goes, all right, I've done enough. This person is up next. Did y'all ever see when Kendrick Lamar was passed the torch by Snoop Dogg, Corrupt, Daz, The Game, Dr. Dre? Do y'all remember what Snoop Dogg said? You got the torch now. You better run with that MFer. Talk about Kendrick Lamar. He was next up. He was crowned by West Coast legends as next up. And Kendrick has been doing that work. Bubbling up under the radar. Then he gets Good Kid, Mad City, and he gets the crown passed, the torch passed to him by elder hip hop legends of the West Coast. Where was that in the Democratic Party? Where was that at? Why do we not have any Gen X senators? Why? Why do we not have any Gen X senators? I mean, I'm genuinely asking, why do we not have any Gen X senators? I think Tammy Duckworth might be Gen X. Maybe. And you mean to tell me she's not dynamic enough? A war veteran who literally gave parts of her body to this country? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any damn sense to me. And the reason it doesn't make any sense to me is because now Democrats are running from their guy. They are hauling ass away from him. We gotta find an alternative. Shut your silly ass up. Sit down. Sit your ass down. You set this up. Now you need to own it. Democrats are piss poor at bragging about themselves. They are piss poor and horrible at bragging about the stuff that they do. For some reason, they feel like we have to be humble when we do something good. You are out of your damn mind. You are out of your mind. When I when I mow the front lawn, I want my wife to see it. So usually when I know she's about to come home, I'll be out there, I'll just have mowed some stuff. I'm out there sweating with no shirt on because, my wife likes it when I do that. And I'm out there like, yeah, see, girl, see that grass? Girl, look at that grass. Yeah, it's cut, girl. Ah! I'm going to do that today. I'm going to do it today. We got birthday parties this weekend. And my wife wants the grass cut. So trust and believe I'm going to be out there with that, hey, girl, see the grass? Hey, girl, look at that grass. Ah! Not the Democrats. Hey, we just saved your life with a cost-effective way to buy your insulin, but we're not going to talk about it. We're just going to let you guess. Guess? Guess. Ooh, what did the Democrats do for me? What are you doing? The hell kind of crap is this? What the hell is wrong with y'all? Non-bragging, Lonely Island, D-in-the-box ass people? What the hell is wrong with you? Your achievement should not be like that little lady with the meme. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. I need my elected officials to tell me more than surprise, surprise. That's the Democrats' motto. We're going to do something good for you, but you got to go find it and guess it. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Person has been on insulin all this time. They've been paying $135, $140 for some insulin each month. They go in the next month and find out, it's like $23. Oh, word? Yeah, the Biden administration passed to where insulin has been capped at a certain amount of money. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Nobody should find out that way. There's not a human being should find anything out that way. Doctors don't tell you have cancer like that. Hey, we were doing your scan and your blood work and your lab work, and you have stage 4 cancer. Surprise, 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 surprise. Nobody does this. The hell is wrong? Y'all never brag. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's taking a poo-poo. He takes a poo-poo someplace else other than his pants, and it's surprise, 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 surprise. He out there bragging about it. Hey, I took a dump in the toilet today. I didn't dump in my Pampers. Surprise, 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 surprise. What is this? Every time y'all do something good, y'all never brag. Never. It's almost like y'all ashamed of it. Yeah, we did something for the American people. We just don't want them to know. What? That's your problem. Too damn modest. Listen, people on TikTok call me arrogant. As well they should. Because at the end of the day, I love me some villain. I brag. Now, do I brag about, look how many people follow me? No, I don't do that because that's like ego boosting. It is. Like, I will make a video that might get 500 views and will act like I just won the championship. And then I'll get a video that'll get 1 million views and act the same damn way. So for me, every time you open up a TikTok video and you see my face, it's almost surprise, 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 surprise. Every time. Because I'm consistent. Again, love me some me. The hell's wrong with the Democrats? You don't love yourself? I mean, we literally sent you to Washington, D.C. to help the American people. We sent you there. These some bitches like, We did something good for the American people. And we only find out when we go in and find out the good thing didn't happen. Hey man, did you know I spent a whole lot less for tuition? Yeah, man, because Biden, like, student loan forgiveness, man. Your stuff's forgiven. You good. Surprise, surprise. What? What is this? Hey, I took my child. I think my child had a chickenpox outbreak. I took him to the doctor, and did you know my copay was less than what it normally is? Surprise, surprise. What? What? What are you doing? Brag for the love of Pete. Jeez. And that's y'all problem. Again, that is y'all problem. Y'all want to be modest in victory. No. In this political climate, why are you being modest? You got your damn mind. I put on a suit and tie anytime I do something good. If it wasn't so hot where I live, I'd wear a suit and tie after I cut the grass. I'd be in here dapped out, just, oh my God, the villain looking sexy. My wife would come home to cut grass, and me in the backyard with a 3-piece, double-breasted black suit on in this heat. She'd be like, Thomas, why are you out here in that damn suit and sweating? Babe, you see that grass? See how I did that? See that? I just wanted to wear a suit just to make sure you knew how incredible your husband is. All she gonna do is say thank you and kiss me in the mouth. I mean, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Like, and that's the thing. This was your man. You set this up. This was how you wanted the party to be. So get your monkey asses in there and support your man. See, the Democrats is the sort of people that I wouldn't want in a fist fight because they'd run. You know what I mean? Listen. Democrats, here's some stuff come up. We walking, me and the Democrats walking. Walking in the middle of the night. Walking in alleys. Oh, snap. Is that a gang of people? Well, I know I got the Democrats behind me and they run off. I'm about to get a freecreditreport.com ass whooping because they can't take a punch. This your man. You better back your man. You better back your damn man and stop bullshitting. That's my problem with these people, man. And I'm kind of getting really upset about it because I've said before, and I will continue to say, I'm voting against Project 2025. I'm voting against Agenda 47. I have declared war on the damn Heritage Foundation. I'm not here for your wishy-washy, willy-woney, oh my God, we might lose, whiny ass. I ain't here for that. You better knuckle up. Y'all listen, I think every Democrat, regardless of age, that works on Capitol Hill needs to listen to Ante Up by MOP. Ante Up and Slam by Onyx will get you in the mood to punch somebody in the mouth. If you've ever listened to either one of them songs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like dead ass, Ante Up, Ante Up, Jack them jewels. Like that needs to be the theme. That needs to be the theme of the Democratic Party going into their damn convention. It's a perfect timing. You see that man shining. Come up off them goddamn diamonds. That's what y'all need to. Ante Up. Yes, boy. Grandson. He likes donuts. Don't eat all of them. You better not eat all of them. I'm serious, man. I think MOP should open up the Democratic National Convention. I do. Could you imagine how America would feel if they turned on their televisions? Turn on their televisions for night one of the Democratic National Convention. And Annie Up is up there yelling out, Annie Up, jack that fool. It's the perfect timing. You see that, man? And actually, it could be a remix. It could be a remix, right? You know what I mean? It could be a remix. It can start off with the surprise lady, right? It can start off there. It can start off with her. Like they have her come on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to night one of the Democratic National Convention. So I would first like to start off with the new remix of Annie Up. Surprise, 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 Annie Up, jack that fool. Man, them delegates would not know what to do with themselves. Some of them cowboy hat cats is gonna kill it though. Some of them guys with the cowboy hats gonna be like, "You heard that, man? Annie Up, jack that fool, kidnap that fool." Like it's a perfect time. You see that man shining. Give him off the goddamn diamonds. Oh man, have a picture of Donald Trump ducking. Every 2 minutes, the surprise lady can just go surprise. Oh man, listen. Could you imagine that? There's the theme for the DNC. That's the theme of the convention. Jack that fool. All 4 nights, all the speakers that got everybody hyped up talking about, we jacking Donald Trump's chance to be president. Come up off them goddamn time. Oh snap, man! They listen, with the amount of money they pay lobbyists and stuff, or consultants, they can pay to have MOP open up the DNC convention. Listen, break them off like, I don't know, give them 6 figures a piece and let them come in there, because you need to start your convention off on some, you know what I'm saying? Like you need to come into that convention with the, oh, so they just gonna nominate a felon. Okay, jack that fool. I'm telling you, you had the surprise lady, like you fly her in or whatever, give her 6 figures, and she goes, okay guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a remake of Annie Up and have them perform the whole song, profanity and all. Get everybody in the DNC fired up. That's how you fight. Listen, PT in the Army would have went a hell of a lot better if we'd have played Annie Up. Listen, some of my old battle buddies that are listening to this, tell me if I'm wrong. PT would have been a hell of a lot better if we could have started the morning right after accountability formation. We get ready to do calisthenics and stuff. Tell me if you would have been more hyped if you'd have heard Annie Up on repeat doing. Have our first artists out there talking about jack that fool. It's a perfect time. Oh man. Like if Donald Trump gonna make jokes about his ear, or Donald Trump supporters gonna make jokes about his ear, I got the perfect song for it. The DNC can play "Made You Look" by Nas. Oh, made you look. You a slave to a page in my rock book. Pow, they shooting. Oh, snap. I know somebody gonna be like, man, that's cruel. No, it ain't. You got people out there with tampons on the side of their damn head. And you want me to take it seriously? Nah. You ain't gonna take it seriously, neither am I. See, that's why I can't be the DSC director. That's why I cannot be the listen, y'all would hate me. We're gonna start it with what? Made You Look by Nas. Why? Have you ever heard that song? No, actually I haven't. Go ahead and listen to it and come back. 5 minutes later. Yo, man, we can't start this show with that. We can't. It was an assassination. His supporters will walk around here with maxi pads on the side of their head. And he is selling $299 shoes based on it. He ain't taking it seriously, so neither will we. Pow, they shooting. Oh, made you look. You a slave to... Oh, man, that's y'all politics for this morning. Hey, we got to talk about the boys. God. Listen, Eric Kripke is like putting it in your MAGA face. Like, he is really, like, he's not playing. He's not. Like, the Boys comic book, which I own every copy of the Boys comic book. And if I had to be honest, it's one of my favorite storylines of all time. Like, it's one of my absolute favorite comic books of all time. I have a signed copy of The Boys #1, and it is signed by the creator. So, The Boys, like, seriously, no BS. The Boys is one of my favorite comic book series of all time. I think it ranks right up there next to like Justice League, The Darkness. Like, I love The Darkness. I own one of the omnibuses. I'm gonna make sure I get all of them because I love the Darkness. I'm trying to think which other ones do I like. I like so I'm a big comic book fan. As you can tell, if you look behind me, you can see all those boxes are not classified documents. They are comic books. But so to say that I am a comic book fan is an understatement. And The Boys is one of my favorite comic books of all time. So when they told me, yo, man, they're gonna make a TV show out of The Boys, I'm like, the hell they are. I'm like, have you read that thing? There's some real BS going on in that book. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was skeptical. Then they said Carl Urban was going to play Billy Butcher. And I said, yeah, this might do it. This might be good. Because I love Carl Urban. I do. Carl Urban is one of my favorite actors. I loved him as Bones in the Star Trek movies. I loved him as Judge Dredd. Why can't we get a Dredd 2? Mama's not the law. I am the law. We can't get more of that? What? So Carl Urban, I loved him as Black Hat in Priest. This is how far back my love of Carl Urban goes. I loved him as Black Hat in Priest. He was such a swaggering asshole. It was so great, right? So when I saw Carl Urban was going to be Billy Butcher, I said, okay, this might be good. Then I saw they got Anthony Starr to play Homelander, and I was like, hold up. If you have not watched the series Banshee, you have doing yourself a disservice as a human being. Banshee is literally it is one of the best television shows that's ever been put on television. Because it's violent, the storyline is quite hilarious. A convict becomes sheriff. That's all you need to know. It is just a great show. So when I heard that they got Anthony Starr to play Homelander, I was like, oh, this is getting interesting. Laz Alonso as Mother's Milk. I was like, yo, we got a Laz Alonso sighting. Or Laz Alonso, excuse me. There was a time Laz Alonso was out here just breaking dudes' hearts because he was taking your girl. You know, I have not listened to Toby yet. I'm going to, though. I promise. But I was like, Laz used to be that dude. Don't front. When he was younger, Laz Alonso was out here stealing your girl. He was Mr. Steal Your Girl before Mr. Steal Your Girl became Mr. Steal Your Girl. Laz was out because he was always swole up for no reason, always wearing them schmedium ass shirts. Laz was out here doing the work. I was like, oh shit, he's playing Mother's Milk? I'm in there, buddy. Now I'm really being sold. Then I saw that Dennis Quaid's kid was playing Huey. But they were going to have Simon Pegg play his dad. For the people who've read the comic book, they would know that Huey in the comic book is drawn, looks like, and based off of Simon Pegg. So I was like, okay, all right. I was like, hey, showrunners, you're doing it to me now, buddy. The rest of the cast, you know, they had a Starlight, Maeve. I was like, okay, all right, I'm here. And then I saw the first episode. And it was so spot on for exactly how Huey was brought into the boys' universe that it almost freaked me out. It did. I was not ready for the slow-mo of that. Because in the comic books, it is just brutal. For those of you who have not watched it, I'm not giving up any spoilers. I'm just telling you how brutal it is compared to the comic books. I mean, it is nasty work. Nasty work. All right. And then the show took a different turn, and I have been hooked on it ever since because it deviates from the comic books in so many different ways, right? Which is great TV for me. It's great TV for me. I know what happens in the comic books. Give me something new and fresh to keep me excited about the show. And they deviated, and I said, okay, all right, I'm here for this. I'm here for all of this. Like, I'm here for all of this and twice on Sundays, right? So they had the season finale. It was supposed to, I thought it was going to drop today. It actually dropped yesterday. And oh, the disgustingness. Again, not giving out any spoilers. It and Invincible are one of the two reasons I even like Amazon Prime. Because Amazon Prime is still owned by Amazon, which is still owned by Lex Luthor if he was a lazy piece of shit. Jeff Bezos. I said what I said, and I take it back. Right? But to me, that is how you do a comic adaptation. The Boys is really, really, really good. The actors are fantastic. The action is just off the chains. The storyline goes where the storyline needs to go. The actress that plays Sister Sage is fine as hell. Listen. Ain't no use to me sitting here trying to pretend like she's not. She is gorgeous. She is gorgeousness and gorgeosity. She fine as hell, you know what I mean? Right? And she brings a much needed perspective into this season. Firecracker is funny as hell. And then when the big reveal between Firecracker and Homelander happened a couple of episodes back, I was like, yo, I wasn't ready. No, I wasn't ready. They had Jeffrey Dean Morgan in this season. Can we, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, we need to do something with him. Why is this man not in somebody's superhero film somewhere? Why is this man not in somebody's superhero film? Like, there's a character in the DC Comics called King Faraday, right? King Faraday works with the DEO. Mr. Bones is also in there. Mr. Bones is a skeleton that smokes cigarettes and wears suits and stuff. He's the head of the DEO. Now, I am not saying that Jeffrey D. Morgan can play King Faraday. I mean, the man's last name is Faraday. But I would love to watch Jeffrey D. Morgan. You know, they could put him in the suit thing, like they could put him in the suit and put the little things over his face to where they like turn him into a skeleton. I would love to see Jeffrey D. Morgan as Mr. Bones. I'm Mr. Bones. I'm the head of the DEO. I don't really give a damn what you say. Like, everybody loved him as Negan. Why could he not play Mr. Bones? Hey, James Gunn, I just fixed something for you. Take it from me. Use it and then credit me. Jeffrey D. Morgan is a hell of a damn... Like, seriously, man. His Negan will not ever be forgotten. Like, I ain't never seen that many people cry when a guy showed up. And I remember when Negan came on the scene and did what he did. And people were like, oh my God, it's the most brutal thing ever put on television. And I'm going, those of us who survived the Red Wedding were looking at him like, word, for real? So horrible, huh? That was so bad. I don't believe y'all. I can't even believe they did that, man. Anywho. So they got Jeffrey D. Morgan in this season. And yesterday's season finale, because I know The Boys is only running for 5 seasons. So next season will be its last season. And that's okay. Like it needed to only run 5 seasons. Some shows only need a certain amount of time and boom, get them up out of there. Because, you know, any season after that, it starts to smell stale. But Billy Butcher is an asshole in this season finale. A pure, unadulterated, effed up a-hole. Like he is wet ass P-word in this, you know what I mean? Like in this episode. Just straight up wet ass P-word. So the other aspect of it is I like shows like The Boys. You know what I mean? I really want to see somebody turn The Darkness into a TV show. But I know we're in a time where streaming services and streaming platforms are being stingy after giving out all that money for all that BS. Which, by the way, speaking of not BS, watch Shogun. Watch Shogun. It's on Hulu. You can watch. I'm gonna watch it again here in the next week. I love Shogun. I loved Shogun. I love Shogun. Okay? I'm not even trying to pretend. There will be no ambiguity over here. That Shogun blew the Richard Chamberlain 1976 version out of the damn water. And rightfully, it was nominated for a whole lot of Emmys. Lots and lots of Emmys this past week. Because it is an awesome, 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 awesome damn show. It is an awesome freaking show. There's no other way to describe it. It is so fantastic. You know what I mean? And I want, like, they got a second season coming, which they need. I need my second season of Shogun. I do. I was so invested in these damn stories, man. I was so invested, I went back and listened to the book, the audio book, right? And I couldn't, like, visually it is stunning. It is beautiful. It is just visually, it is a beautiful damn show. They didn't make the white man the center of the universe. In fact, him being there caused a whole bunch of issues. A whole bunch of issues. So you will not get any Last Samurai action where Tom Cruise is the last damn samurai and his name is Tom Cruise. No, this was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful show. I'm telling you, go watch Shogun. If you have any if you can get through it in 2 whole days. The episodes are quick, they're fast, but they're beautiful. I'm telling you, they are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And you so need to watch it, right? But shows like that are the reason I like television. Give me something off the beaten path and you got me for at least a week, depending on how long, right? I just finished watching Supercell on Netflix about black folks with superpowers because of sickle cell anemia. Ratman has already said that there is a season 2. Hey, Netflix, try not to cancel it before it comes out. Warrior Nun, Muhammad Jesus, or Messiah, whatever. How about you try not to cancel it before it comes out? How about that? Work on that part. So, Supercell, another good one. That's why I said I don't like, I think that's probably why shows like SVU only attract me for a few minutes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, I'm okay, whatever. Probably, and it's also probably because I don't like Dick Wolf. I don't like Dick Wolf, man. I don't like his face. I don't like that lump on his head. I don't like Dick Wolf. I'm not a fan of Dick Wolf. Never have been. I'm not a Dick Wolf fan. Don't like the guy, right? So Dick Wolf shows I'm gonna take with a grain of salt because it's basically propaganda. That's what it is. It's propaganda, right? I'm not about to sit here and yay, Dick Wolf. Whatever, dude. I am trying to watch Yellowstone. I really am. Because I heard somebody referred to it as Sopranos in the country. And I just can't stop now. I can't stop looking at it that way. Somebody referred to it as the Sopranos in the woods. And now I'm gonna go. Now I gotta go watch it because the Sopranos, to me, the greatest television show that has ever been produced is The Wire. I used to think it was The Sopranos. I did. I used to think that The Sopranos was like the bar, like you can't beat this. And then the Wire showed up, and I was like, "Yo, man, this is." I was like, "Yeah." Mm-hmm. But I like shows like that. Breaking Bad. I listen. I want to know what happened to Jack Bauer at the end of 24 Endgame. I want to know. He went to Russia. Is he still there? Are they feeding him well? Has he been brainwashed to fight in the Ukrainian war? I need to know these things. I need to know. And that brings me back to The Boys. Not only is it a great comic book adaptation show, it's just a great show, period. Eric Kripke is playing in your MAGA face. I'm trying to... He is putting his we don't like MAGA nuts right on your damn forehead. Like, it's... People out here relating to Homelander. What? What? Deepak? I can't wait for season 5. That's all I'm going to say. I can't wait for season 5. Because we get the return of Soulja Boy, tell him. Soldier Boy, tell him. I can't, Soldier Boy that in that, I can't Superman that, oh. That's not what you should start the DNC convention with. Don't do that. Just don't. So before I get off the air for the weekend, I do have to say this. There is a video on TikTok that you have to go find. A man went to the RNC convention, I guess the night before last, and opened up his Grindr. Why did he do this? Why did he do this? And he's flipping through while Macho Man by the Village People plays in the background. The hypocrisy of those people knows no bounds. So you'll hear stories about Hulk Hogan ripping off shirts and Donald Trump talking about his Glassination attempt. But what they won't tell you is it's been very busy on Grindr in Milwaukee, Wisconsin this past week, to the point where it crashed the website. It crashed the damn website. They crashed the website. Morning, Belladonna, I love you. Good morning, D. They crashed the website. Grindr crashed in Milwaukee. The hypocrisy of these damn people knows no bounds. They crashed the Grindr app in Milwaukee, Wisconsin during the Republican National Convention. Family values, am I right? Family values my ass. Do you understand how much action has to be going on for you to crash an app? Listen, I know a lot of y'all don't understand what I'm saying. A lot of y'all don't even know what Grindr is. Grindr, what is that? What is a Grindr? It is a hookup app for members of the LGBTQIA. And the Party of Family Values had their get together in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the Pfizer Arena. Right? And they crashed an app. I didn't know if that was humanly possible. I didn't think it was possible for you to do that. I did not think it was possible for you to crash an app. I didn't know. Have y'all ever been playing something on your phone and it crashes? You over here just, you making your TikTok videos or you on YouTube or whatever, and so many people are on it that it crashes the app. Just, there was so much hooking up, men on men, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, that a dude was able to literally go into the Pfizer Arena during one of the nights of the Republican National Convention and open up the Grindr app, and there was, I'm telling you, he was flipping through them hard. He was flipping through them fast. It was over and over. And they crashed the app. If all these people had lived their damn truth, none of this would have happened. You can't be the Party of Family Values and also hard janking your teeth. I don't know if that works. I don't know. I have no idea. You out here talking about build that wall and you want, testicles on your chin. I don't know if that's, you know what I mean? That's just wild, man. And that's the thought I will leave you with going into the weekend. The RNC The Republican National Convention crashed the Grinder app. Oh man, that is the greatest. Listen, if that doesn't make you smile for the rest of the weekend, I don't know what does. So, as we always do, this show has been brought to you in part by Glitterwix. Go to glitterwix.com, pick up the hottest, freshest smell candle-wise on these streets. It is called Villainous. It is inspired by yours truly, Thomas the Villain Bishop. While you're there, pick up some t-shirts, pick up some more candles. They have candles for every mood. They have candles based on some of your favorite social media content creators. So go over to glitterwix.com and pick up Villainous and tell them that the villain sent you. I have been drinking Starbucks French Roast Dark on ice, kids, because I like iced coffee too. I'm an iced coffee kind of guy. That's what I do. But yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. They crashed the Grinder app in Milwaukee, Wisconsin this weekend. You can't beat that. That should put a smile on your face. I do believe the DNC convention is next week. If I'm wrong, I'll find out something on Monday to talk about. The weekend. The weekend is what the weekend is. Read a good book. Read a good book this weekend. Spend some time with some loved ones. I got a couple of meetings here and there, but spend some time with some loved ones. And before I end this, I want you to, for those of you who do these sort of things, I would like for you to keep my partner, my brother, my friend, one of the co-owners of GCPR, Jeff Kennedy, and his family in your thoughts and prayers. He is going through a situation, and I just want Jeff to know I love you. You got my phone number. If you need me, brother, call me. I'm right here, okay? And that's it, kids. For The Sound of Coffee, my name is Thomas Bishop. May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. And I will see you guys, hopefully, without my computer crashing, like it don't want to play no more, on Monday morning, bright and early, 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, where we'll just talk about some more crazy, goofy, out-of-the-way crap. For The Sound of Coffee,